correctly to start things off. Ooh. Stuck behind the wall, stuck behind a bit of utility here. Now we see SEN trying to get back into sight. Just there, Oxy looking to provide that noise. They get stuck just a little bit. Oxy taking the fight, has protection over the shoulder, but Zekin's gonna be able to trade. They're playing this so calm. 3 in hell is a little scary, but they do still have Mitch on the outside, so they don't have to worry. The crossfires here should be enough. Celsius, John Cutie getting that Ghost in the Classic to do some big damage here, but it's up to the Vive Merchant. Can he do it? One jumping right click, and there's gonna be a tight timer on this defuse. That's Mitch, that's the Classic, and that's C9.
Actually, the Knife only seeing Oxy, they know that the hit's gonna be towards B. It was a bad fake, so they have the perfect stack for this so far.
30 seconds left.
Right back. Net on one, but Zekin will trade here. He's still in towards the back of the site. They find Zeppa finally, as the whole death ball finally is able to come through the archway at B. Looks like a pop flash wants to come through. Zekin's gonna use that for help, but they can get the kill onto Oxy.
Weapon upgrades as well. Pop flash trying to delay.
Yeah, weapon's down. That was a huge upgrade. It's gonna be the stinger for Zekin! The second round here for Sentinels! Staying in front of Sentinels, and that buy here hopefully helps them do this. They spread the map out even more for this round here. A lot of time to work when they're already... Annihilation prepared, thrown out to sight.
Oh, he missed.
Oh, Nat on the right side as they start to trade back and forth. The Stingers just seem to be the higher prio weapon right now that's doing the damage. Plant on Jenny and a quick shot from Zekin. Always good for the one, but is the second one in the chamber ready for another member of Cloud9. 3v2, blades come out. Zekin tries to break the crosshairs, but he's gonna be the one that also collects the kills as Vic is playing huge. Vic, the unsung hero since the Red Bull home ground, since he joined the squad. Can he collect this one over New Jersey's finest?
The read. And again, it's a one shot with the Outlaw. Good read by Vic to not get pulled by the diffuse on the fake from Zekin.
Fakes on fakes here for both of them. Into the site, one shot miss. Vic's patience. C9 benefits from it just about every series. Back towards the A site. C9 is being very quick with their attacks, knowing when they could possibly go for the throat, but they're not prepared. They don't understand what Sentinels can bring to the... For a little something extra.
They're crossing over. Big flash, but they couldn't push forward to get the pick. Although Net stuck through.
Nat clears one and actually pushes Zekin off his line. They have the front side of B now to slowly creep in once the vines go down, but they have to be worried about how fast Sentinels is going to close back in on this.
They have to tempo quick. Zekin has nothing but the shorty.
The Guardian pickup for Oxy. Straight through dimensional drift into the round. Zekin's going to say no. 2 to the back of the site, and he clears it up, making sure it's secure. Now it's just finding out where the safety could be. A third one as he turns around just on his 6. He's able to get the capitalization of the kill, but bang!
Can write in the story for Sentinels in the series.
Absolutely. We were looking to where the octane would come from right now, and Zekin is fueled by the team. What a play towards tiles. Armageddon comes through as well, and Cloud9 didn't even get a chance to breathe on this. Own little way to protect everything, even if he doesn't have help. He's done a great job at it so far, and the vines and the rest of it still hold him at bay, but Mitch just swings out with a drive-by on the Sheriff. That's everybody in sight lane. Now it has to be Sentinels to react.
Zeslus now gets caught by the Annihilation.
Oh, they're not going to get that back either. Wall's going to go up to protect it. That's Celsius going down. And now they just have a few more. Still weapons coming in. C9 has to play this smart, but they're actually not watching the angles from a distance here. Trade 2 for 1 as Oxy tries to stop the bleeding there, but he goes down as well. Can they get this one shut down? Mitch and John Cutie both one shot to the weapons they have in hand right now. And that's going to be Mitch again with another one. A 3K to get the...
There's a little bit more room to breathe. An execution for a split towards the B site, combined with the Hunter's Fury towards the back of the site. It looks like we're stalling just for a bit.
Okay, trade for trade. We're at a 4-4. I was narrating Oxy that I have fallen here, so it should be still pretty easy for both teams to defend and get into sight on the retakes. They don't know Zekin's back there. Can they pinch him in? Oh my gosh, the Zealous Assault comes out, just gets everybody to scatter here, and that is going to be tough. Sorry, that was Zeppa's. As we go, there's still some money for C9, but only the hero rifle for Oxy.
That's the only thing right there working for Oxy, and they're trying to use it towards the 8-5. At least it trades out, but Nary.
This lurk could get sketchy here towards mid from Zeppa.
He's trying to find a timing. That's twice that happens here for Sentinels, leaving a wall all the way back to prevent a push, but 2 times it's been punished. They got to change this wall now for Sentinels, but if not for Cloud9, they're pitching in towards this A site. They have a good read.
And a beautiful shot from John Cutie to start shutting this down. Narrate just on the edge, and they know they're going away from the operator. They're trying to pin down the rifles, and they just have one more inside A site now. The IGL, John Cutie trying to call the shots here, can't do it without the help of Zekin, and the operator now has to retake the site from 2 members of Mitch and Zeppa.
If I'm Zekin, I'm going for this. On fire so far, it doesn't even matter if he gets pinged out, dashes forward!
He does one. Zekin already pulls the acrobatics. Zekin uses A site like a jungle gym and sits down Cloud9.
What is going on with Zekin today?
C9 still trying to hit almost on every point of the map right here. Back towards Cat. They still have Teo. They still have a bit of a crossfire towards site. Narrate's ready for the side shot. Is able to get Oxy just through the wall at the end. And now he's pinched, but he gets the paranoia help, site help from the team, and it's absolutely huge. That call from Bang, the paranoia and the cleanup from Sentinels, the teamwork is absolutely immaculate for
That's
them.
what I was wondering here. Vic was still holding towards A main at this point. Still had a paranoia. I don't think the knife was ever thrown by John Cutie towards the front.
No, just on Cat area.
I'm assuming right now Cloud9 or that previous round was trying to push forward, trying to find information so that Vic could throw the paranoia to allow here Cloud9 to really move in towards the A site.
And looking at Sentinel's side, you always have to look at Zekin right now. The operator out, now from B main, pushing mid and takes down net. So even if...
Again for Cloud9 out of a timeout. Micro mistakes, but it renders costly because Sentinels are closing and taking a huge lead on this first half.
Oh! John Cutie playing that angle perfect. Narrate takes another one down, and even the eco rush, that little death ball through market, could not make it alive. Sentinel starts to pinch in from every which way.
Their drift and also the annihilation from net so that they could open up a site. But they have to figure out where Sentinels are currently positioned, and I love that to start. A great first blood from Zekin, but at least he gets immediately traded out, and that's finally C9 working on those fundamentals that were kind of needed in the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, they're trying to put their cat hold back together here. You see quickly John Cutie coming around if there needs to be a flash. They get the drone, they'll have the knife. And it looks like they are going to try to dimensional drift over here towards A. The step up though from Bang just to get a little further and take him off guard. Warfield. Narrate coming in, closing down the site, playing previously where John Cutie was, so they're rotating each other around here, as I said before, but still the hold is just the same. And there it is, Zeppa goes down 9-3 here.
The minimap, they're actually pushed out here towards the A side, but now they're read on the wall.
Protocol wall takedown, it's gonna be logs, and they do hit Narrate quick. Would be perfect here if they can just get it over the wall in time. Vic's trying to draw the attention. 1 and 2 come out from the left side. It's the util. It's the fight now, but Sentinels has their...
For contact, the stinger by. As backs against the wall in the first map, they have to try to make a play.
And what else would C9 do but push on a round where they might be forced?
Pull the map around Sentinels.
Easily back towards mid. That's going to be timing on the wall to drop it. Oxy's not going to think it. He's going to think it's a clone. Bang was already there. And now Mitch, like you said, already low in sight. Zeppa just behind. How much damage can they do? And is it enough to shut down the rest of the members of Sentinels? 12 seconds left. Zalsis gets a pivotal kill inside sight so they can get the spike down. And this leaves the 2 Stingers full HP on the half armor to come in. Bang already takes one out. And that's going to be Zalsis finding Vic.
C9 definitely has a lot to think about here to try to come back in his first map on their map pick. Double swing denied at the very beginning, and C9 are in a position where they're pretty much going to force every single round.
It's from a 1-3-1 hold. Usually that's just for info, but to get a collat, like, Sentinels is in the position, everything going their way right now, and they can do no wrong, rather. That's going to be the hit back, flawless round coming in as they get it to game point.
If all that util from the Sentinels are gone. The Sentinel player is not, of course, the Sentinels team. That could be rather confusing.
Okay.
Finally, some sort of hope here. First blood coming out in even a second.
Wait a minute. And this is why C9 is C9, because they can do this, and you just don't understand where they pulled it from. Wasn't a timeout, wasn't anything. They just activate on mid. No one asked the question of, will Sentinel's map pool be exploited a bit here? I think they really just had this hidden in their back pocket.
What a nice flash by Oxy.
Good push out. C9 get.
If Sentinels could continue to delay towards B main, they need to find it to allow this so that Ben could find the perfect timing in the back of the site.
No more.
Fortunately, though, Nara gets spammed through the smoke. And that's already a player down.
He's trying to live for one more kill. Bang finds one, and now John Cutie knows. Gets the flash out, can't get it. Yes, he does. Double tap to the head of Nat. And now he says, quick, come
thrown, he gets out of position with the TP, and now John Cutie meets up with him.
Oxy first. Oxy goes down first. Mitch makes a distraction. Oh, Mitch actually able to get the first kill here. John Cutie coming up big. It's not going to be him. It's going to be Noxy and Mitch to take this round and bring it.
Climb with the null command, a split towards the A site. You're playing across map, though, so the Razor Vines are still really good.
Beautiful. Nice. Right on the Razor Vines as you see Zeppa over at the B site. The utility.
For the last two players, John Cutie and Nari just want to save these two Phantoms.
Oh.
So far, so good.
Zeppa.
Not a good story finish, unfortunately, there for John.
Gonna get caught by this. That alert on the way in. Steel Garden goes down, and look at that. Zekin just shooting ducks at the back of sight. Nobody even knows he's there. A shorty from Zeppa here, wondering if he can get out of the smoke without being seen first. As the Phantom comes out next, and it is going to be enough to get one, but Zeppa cannot get out alive as they start trading shots towards Hell, and that's what it feels like right now for Sentinels inside A. Mitch again on the clutch versus Celsius. Spike is planted. Plenty of time to play with a few fake defuses and push into the site. Celsius with no utility here, not even the Rose.
Back up. He knows he's towards the left now.
Half is there. Goes for the shot. Mitch gets another one. Mitch keeps Cloud9 alive.
But knowing that there's not going to be anybody close. Beautiful ult coming through from the Armageddon. Here comes the hit from Sentinels.
Nice spam through. They're trying to get these shots before they even happen. The Phantoms are helping them do it through the smoke. Still clearing sight, but Zekin goes down for one of the first times as he makes it in. Or no, Zekin he gets a kill, I should say. As
So
Oxy
2v2.
answers back, the duelists are firing hot right now, and who's going to overheat on this one, and who's going to keep their cool? Dimensional Drift goes through, so Oxy knows exactly what's going on in the back of the site, and now Mitch starts to creep into position so they can activate the protocol.
30 seconds left.
Just to the left, spam through the box. It's a tough spot for Zekin as he can't get help from John Cutie on the same angle. A stiff wind will blow Oxy down, and a quick transfer could take Mitch as well. Almost there, but it starts up top. Mitch finds the round.
Off flash, maybe trying to get Zekin to hit the switch. Yeah, it's a full exit in.
Okay. Goes fast. Net's still able to find him in the smoke and the chaos. Zeppa's HP and ammo is just about the same, down at single digits right now.
So far from Sentinels, that flash currently set up from Zelsis could really help delay and fight back here against Cloud9's Flood.
Oh, he gets one solo, and now he can draw the attention. This is perfect for Heaven to start coming out. You can see Nat start to sidestep. They're looking for the swings. Another one from Mitch. Does he even need him? No, he doesn't. Another 3K for Mitch.
Mitch has the IGL starting to activate.
B is open. SEN are not aware of it, though. They could be taken out from the right side, but they'll. C9 back in position. They enter the site right as Sentinels try to. This movement is incredible.
Trap play didn't really work at the very beginning to find the info, but at least to get the first blood by punishing the push into B main. Now with 30 seconds left, it's up to Zekin that has to try to create an opening.
That timing. Zekin on top of it here. Can he hold for long enough, though? What a push, and Mitch realizes it's a ruse, gets the quick shot there, and now it's still going to be the rotation over. They realize what B was.
That could have been a huge kill. That would have been Spike.
One more, though. Feels it. Doesn't look. Oh, second guessing himself. Gets the wall, and he's actually going to get shot in the back for this one. Didn't get a shot. Another 3K for Mitch. Count him up. Rack him up.
And pistols left now for C9 as the Steel Garden comes out.
You get locked in.
Revealing area.
One dart. Gives them a bit of a chance to clear themselves into sight. Net takes down one. Can it be another big clutch for C9? This is going to be game, or it's going to be a round continuation here. Net very low. It's going to be the jump from Celsius in the right.
Press can't pull the smoke up, so he's going to be He has to stand tall with his ghost.
It's a very big commitment here for Vic to stay in. The shots are just missing. They capitalize on one, but wait, it's Seppa and Mitch. They find more. The Sentinels is now out in the open trying to get themselves to safety here. Very low health on both sides. It's going to be the Ghost versus the Classic, and Net's not going to be able to ring true. Zelsis, the Vibe Merchant.
That front should be an easy entry here for Sentinels because there's no util to stop them as they enter towards A site. Well, pistols will.
The double swings they have to apply that damage. Get some of these guns down. It's not retrievable just yet, but it is a little bit scary for the post plant here. Zekin spamming through it, using that hero rifle on this buy, or I should say upgrade rifle.
Shots are missing though. There's an opening for C9, not anymore.
Yeah, he closes it down. Oh, waiting on the right side, waiting for the crossfires to come through. And this one, the head of the spear, goes towards the smokes. You can see low health just on the other side of that as they're trying to decide. Zekin gives himself an out. They make sure Bang is safe, and they know that the first layer of the site is there, but no, Cloud9 starts to come out of the woodwork with shots from left and right. Dry on this situation, it's gonna be tough, and the pincer even harder as Zelsis has the timing. Second trying to stay alive, gets a spam, but he doesn't throw him off, and he gets two. Vic's able to take one, but he's done his job. 2 for the round, and Zekin is happy with that. He leaves Zelsis with the perfect prep. The smoke is there, it's at half. They're not even looking. He misses the first shot, but he's gonna have it. Nose on the second defuse. That bike, it does go through, and he's able to get the clutch! The 2v4.
And well, they're gonna try to gamble it up here, try to get this orb to build up an ult for C9 within the next round.
Oh, family photo right outside the dismiss. Staying quiet. Just trying to hide around the utility right now. Got it. There's a few jumps onto Zekin, but he still gets one. Okay, Stinger does some repeated damage, but it's not going to be enough. Narrate gets that.
Use that strategy, but it's Oxy trying to dodge. He's going to get spotted though, but Dimensional Drift.
And
Shorty battle, and Oxy wins.
No way, Oxy's so ready for it. He says, yeah, done that a bunch of times myself. Zep is able to trade one back, and now Sentinels falling left and right. Oxy's not stopped by the vines, but the Steel Garden is going to take away the arsenal. It's left up to the Classics. Zelsis is going to come firing through. They know they need to repositioning for Zeppa.
They're avoiding all of it. Right now, letting himself getting spotted on the top is huge here for Zelsis. But they raid the push towards the street.
Quick flick on the 25 HP. Oxy's gonna get a third one for the round. Put Bladestorm online and give that over. Yeah, they're gonna wait. Grab that, give it over to somebody who needs it like Vic. And they'll get another one online too. So Cloud9 after it's ready to be seen, but just one. He tried to take it out before it got all the way to Oxy, so they can still throw a bit of a fake into this. Almost a lineup there. Zeppa's able to come back and trade out the damage though. Very low health, and he goes down to the hands of Narrate. As Mitch from just on the other side is able to tag in some damage. 3v3 as Sentinels try to hunker down in A.
Mitch has full util as well. Starts with the recon to get a ping.
Oh, that little duck after he hit the shot. Oxy's gonna come flying through with the blade storms. They do find it's John Cutie in A main. And it's a main fragger in Oxy. He's gonna go ahead and get another one for the team.
Good trips being set up by Net, so he's gonna try to utilize here any smokes that's being thrown on the attack to go for kill trips.
Smokes everywhere. Zeppa tries to peek out of one, but gets taken down by the Stinger. That means it's Sen trying to work fast here with a few of those low buys around the bigger weapons. Oh, a vine kill onto Mitch. Nicely placed by Zelsis. They'll have control of the site, and this is getting a little awkward. His Net can grab one, but it's such a scary spot. They can flood into Art so fast, but he does have the help there from Mitch. A little bit of a street fight here going on. Net's going to win that one. Does he have assistance from the team as they start going back and forth in the alley? Narrate trades it back here as they slowly move down and start to execute on B.
Unfortunately, he can hold it well enough here towards the street to funnel him back towards the up of Oxy. So Sentinels now could creep up and split towards his B site. Hesitating a little bit here, just trying to find the information where the players of C9 are.
They avoid this Armageddon, which is nice, but they can't avoid Bang. Another one through. John Cutie's going to be able to get the trade, and they swing in. Mostly through streets and that few from long still. Even if the op was there, it looks like they can circumvent it with their pathing. Oh dear. Mitch. A little bit of a hot foot, has to move out of that situation here. The operator very close to going down in this situation. Economy is still there for another buy come in. No, it's not for C9. They need to come up big on this round. Oxy switches out. Sentinels trying to hold it near ring one. Zelsis versus Oxy now. possibility of getting half, but he's going to go for the fight, and it's going to be Zelsis again in the clutch. They are making C9 sweat on these rounds. C9 doesn't really get to play the round the way they want right away.
Such good calls coming out from John Cutie.
Jeez.
Punishing everywhere. Oxy's trying to get some.
Before they even have to take the site, as C9 is kind of in a position where they're hungry. They want to be first, so they're putting themselves in these dangerous one and dones, and they're always traded by Sentinels.
Utility towards his B site. They're just thwarting down any type of setups that Cloud9's currently doing.
Defeated.
They who are so good on the defensive side of the...
They turn into it. Attacks from A main as well on multiple fronts here. They're trying to figure out what they can look at and what is actually the problem. And Second is the only one in here, and he's already getting a ton of information for the team before the take.
Got hit by the tripper recon, didn't get wallbanged.
Yeah, he's been close. Mitch, health going up a little bit there.
Oh, they know the flank.
And they're looking. It has reset. Narrate turns away at just the last moment, though, and this could be the line for Oxy to get the first shot on. He misses. Zekken's able to take down Zeppa in sight. Oh, it's just too much. C9 are overwhelmed. They move forward too quick and really are kind of deleting C9's opportunities back into the site before they get there.
Sentinels won the bonus. Cloud9 found ways to catch up for a bit into a 4-2 scoreline, but then it could potentially now be a 9-3, 10-2 half for Sentinels going into the second half. But thankfully, Zeppa gets the first blood with the Sheriff buy. That C9 has an effect back from Oxy.
Okay.
Clean shots.
I mean, this is what it takes right now for Cloud9. The low buys trying to get under the skin of Sentinels here. I mean, you're not going to get this every round, so they better use the advantage they have coming out of this one immediately. Still, we've seen the 2v4, and it's not even guns for C9 this time.
Crosshair placement could be good again.
Last player standing.
Can Vic finish it off? Bang goes for another one, an ace on the board, all by himself here. Zeppa and Net are left. Has to deal with the flashes. And the uplink shows exactly where he is.
That's huge, though. Not getting spammed after the hat came through and he survives. Now he could play around the map.
He's got
Keep
one
C9
star.
guessing.
Without it pulling them in.
At least weapons got picked up now. 2 rifles on the side of C9.
Bang! Bang with the ace! Bang! All right, Steel Garden pushes just out of sight. Armageddon actually takes the right side of Steel Garden that's available, and where they might be able to exit. Oh my God, Bang just going for the full drive-by. Zeppa's gonna punish that. Zeppa's gonna punish that. The 3K coming in, the spike is down, and it looks like we'll get a repeat of Ascent, a 9-3 first half, unless we see the world from Narrate.
We want to Narrate to get some action, but there's no time left to pick up Spike.
How many teams are confident enough to push through that spawn ramp? So they're going to have everybody in sight now coming from the back, and they're going up the street side. They know they need to push. C9 beautifully getting aggressive here, but Sentinels are ready on the deep defense.
But Vic able to get those kills, and he does have a star to work with. That's going to be huge, at least to delay to start, allowing Net to get the pick.
Huge kill from Nat. They're going to try to get hit on the spike. Zekken takes one down. Vic is there. Bang, trying to figure out which side he can get on to get the perfect shot. It's not going to be a repeat from last half. Get some more orbs here once they get the spike planted.
One enemy remaining.
Still nice control. Oh my God, they set lid of defense that's staring right at their position. Oh, Crosshair's broken, but Zelsis still finds Oxy on top of the box. They slowly move into this one. They still have Zeppa coming around the outside of this to play a little trickery in the late part of the round. But I think C9 are a little bit in the middle now, and not just on the map.
Drone is down.
On a drone spotted 2. Here comes a repinch back from Bang.
Oof. Traded. A little 1-for-1. Mitch with the swing, but actually Vic was looking the other way. They did not have that timed out. Oh, almost reads it. The sixth sense comes.
Has to be able to win this round.
Here's the util. Brought in. It actually just takes him off. I thought it might have gotten it for a second. Oh, he hides it. Oh, down to 6 HP. He gets it through the wall.
No time.
John.
Try to help out John Cutie to make C9 think that they have a big stack towards A. A flash through the swing. It's good for Sentinels, but that pivots everybody else here for Cloud9 towards this A site.
They're going in quick. Smokes go down just for a bit of that back pressure. Oh, Net, the team's able to use these smokes so well too. Oh, Reddit on it. Oh, on the clone. Almost got the kill still though. Oxy's able to help clean that one up on the double swing. The plants come through and a bit of shock dart damage still lingers on the members of Sentinels from the beginning of the round in Mitch.
2 rifles picked up though. They could fight towards the back of the site.
Whoa, still jumping. Use my body, he says.
Gun hit.
Can't pick up the kill still. Even trying to give the teammate help on the jump out there. Zelsis and Bang here, not long for this world, is C9 doing a great job of controlling the game when they know they have it, keeping it locked down and keeping the trades coming. Another round.
On the attack side, it was missed at the entrance. Here's
Oh,
our fight.
dear.
Attempt to retake for Sentinels.
That feels a little bit awkward. You commit to one wall and there's just going to be another in your face. Who's going to play the side-to-side better? And it's Sentinels for now. 3v4, C9 looking to pick up a few more kills. John Cutie in a swing towards the backside. A beautiful kill there in the teamwork that they have set up, and they are not allowing C9 that much ground. Mitch, however, from street. Oh, he throws the Armageddon, but he's pushing. Mitch is always pushing, and he takes down John Cutie. Another round.
For Cloud9, because they have some great forward position. Zep is already in the front of the B long. They could start pitching out towards the street, so I love that we're trying to fight back towards the street, but Oxy could get 2 here.
Oh my gosh, the crosshair place.
It almost fell for Sentinels. They were counting too much on the Vice wall from Zelsis that they thought that Cloud9 maybe was baiting that wall instead, and it would have some time.
Just to make sure they could keep it off of Tide, but that will not be the case. C9 are going to keep quite a few alive on this one. The 3K for Oxy as he brings up the Blade Storm. Mitch has to be way more with the confidence of that push, and they're going to slam site knowing that they have numbers. A lot of concuss going down on the backside. Give it a quick shake, and you'll be reset here now in the eyes of Mitch as the Hunter's Fury burns across A site. The pings go through. The VIP protection is there. Get down, Mr. President, says Oxy. They protect Vic on the plant. Zelsis and Aerie both fall to the wayside now. And now it's just the Sheriffs to do work as they are found at the end of Mitch's Phantom.
I'm back.
Even use a dimensional drift. Although tapping the spike, dropping some players would be kind of good here for Sentinels. But it definitely does feel, that it should be a C9 round.
Yeah, this is going to be a very tough pincer.
Hold on.
Wait, they let the 1v1s happen, and it's going to be too much. It's going to be Bang. Pushing forward, going for the defuse, half from Zekin. They time it correctly. The gun delivery is there too.
Zelsis running. He's going to try to ult to delay this so that Zekin gets his value towards the back of the site.
Spike still going down. They're trying to plant it within the firefight here. Zeppa able to get one. Mitch coming flying out of there. Gets taken down by Zelsis. Oxy's playing the forward motion. He's trying to stop him before they can get to the site here, and it's going to be tough as 4 very healthy members of Sentinels are about to break down the door into B site. All the members of C9 are here. They're not trying to go down long. They're trying to fight it as soon as it happens on the doorstep.
And salvos are back up. Here comes the flood from Sentinels.
Oh, Oxy just between swapping weapons out of the Blade Storm is not going to be enough for him. John Cutie answers as well, and they're going to be able to pin down Vic for that final hit. And the defuse coming through for Sentinels.
Huge game plan for Sentinels off that timeout. It's just X. And Sentinels has been faltering, trying to defend the pulse plant.
Straight into sight. Not much util to go with it. Just the default stuff. A flash,
Beautiful.
a smoke, a dash.
But now you're pushing him once again off another plant. Zelsis is lurking through.
Oh, Zelsis. Oh, gets one, gets the second on that transfer, and he's able to hold it down to keep the Phantom screaming. And this is going to be one of the toughest rounds Vic has faced, and John Cutie will be...
Another rifle round coming out. Guardian in the hand of Net.
A push every single round. He's done it every round. They just get to figure it out this time.
But C9 hasn't been pushing towards this B
Exactly.
at the top, so they never understood that Zekin was pushing up. And Zekin's everywhere once again.
Zekin wants to clean up this final round. Already 2 to his name. They're running away from him towards his team.
Into the vice util.
Bang. Look how safe he's playing too. Even knowing they have such an upper hand, you're not going to take the fights that could get you to go down. Zelsis falls, but there's still so much here for Sen to use to take control of this round. And now the 2v4 from Cloud9's side. Can they produce the same result their opponents did previous in the series?
You definitely want these 2 players alive here to try to win it for Cloud9, and they do so.
Vic, full health, regen up. And they know where he is for a moment. Peeks to Zekin. Zekin's got it! The 3K, the finalizer, and Sentinels will take down Cloud9 in 2 maps.
A dominant performance by Cloud9.